Hello and welcome to all. My name is Sailendra Yadav. Today I am going to discuss about a concept which is based on straight line. Right? We have studied various things in this chapter. Now take an article. Suppose we have two lines, nature-wise intersecting lines. Right? So how many angles will form? Clearly two. First one is this one and second one is this one, right? The question is angle bisector of these angles, right? So clearly first one is acute and second one is obtuse, right? But question is how can say this one is acute and this one is obtuse, right? So question is which one is acute angle and which one is obtuse? Can't say by seeing the lines, right? So next step is what is the equation of line? Bisecting the acute and obtuse angles, right? So first method is suppose this one is L1 and this one is L2, right? So here slope of line 1 given and slope of line 2 also given, right? So use equality, this one is theta and this one is also theta. So here let's say slope of this line or required line is m, so and slope of this line m2 and slope of this line m1, right? Question is angle bisector means equal angle subtending to these lines, right? So clearly theta equal to theta means m2 minus m upon 1 plus m2 m is equal to m minus m1 upon 1 plus m1 m, right? So formed you can say here a term m and this one is also term m. So we can solve out here form of quadratic equation in m, right? So quadratic has two roots, so we can find out m1 and m2 and we will find out corresponding lines, right? So it's too lengthy, you know this method is too lengthy. First find out the angles, which one is acute and which one is obtuse, right? Then use equal angles concept form of quadratic and after this we have to solve quadratic in m and finally you know get a slope m1 and m2 and at last we apply a formula y minus y m passing through a point, right? m1 and m2 x minus x1. So this method is too long, right? So a specific method we have and let's see actually what it is. So we have a particular method to find out equation of lines bisecting acute and obtuse, right? Suppose we have two lines a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0, right? So and nature wise these lines are intersecting at a particular point, right? So our task is find out the bisector of acute and obtuse, right? So There are several steps to find out obtuse angle bisector and acute acute angle bisector, right? Here, first make sure C1 and C2 positive, right? Second one is square coefficient of x and coefficient of y, and squaring also, right? And taking square roots. Similarly for the line 2, a2x plus b2 square. Now third step is dividing each square roots to the corresponding lines. Hence a1x plus b1y plus c1, and its corresponding root square root is a1 square plus b1 square is equal to plus minus a2x plus b2y plus c2 divided by square root of a square plus b2 square. So here clearly we have two lines. For one positive, and for second negative, right? But question remains same. Which one is acute and which one is obtuse, right? One more terms introduce a1 a2 plus b1 b2, right? It may be negative, it may be zero, it may be positive, and it may be negative, right? If a1 a2 plus b1 b2 is equal to 0, means lines perpendicular to each other, which I have studied in last classes. Now, if positive, in case of positive a1 a2 plus b1 b2, if positive, then positive sign give us what? Obtuse angle bisector, and negative sign give us what? Acute angle bisector. Positive sign give us obtuse angle bisector, and negative sign give us acute angle bisector, right? So here this one is negative a1 a2 plus b1 b2. If negative, means minus sign give us what? Obtuse angle bisector, and positive side sign give us acute angle bisector. Let's see an example. Suppose few changes: 3x plus 4y plus 5 equal to 0, and 5x plus 12y plus 6 equal to 0, right? So these are the intersecting lines. Now question is, which one is uh, obtuse angle bisector, and which one is the acute angle bisector, right? So first write down the equation of the lines, and divided by its square roots of square sum of the square of the coefficient, so plus minus 5x plus 12y plus 6, right? Here 5x 5 plus 12, right here. And one thing is here, unfortunate, C1 and C2 means constant terms are positive given in the question, right? So no need to make positive constant terms. So here 3x plus 4y plus 5 divided by 5 is equal to plus minus 5x plus 12y plus 6 divided by 13, right? So here two lines possible, first for the positive and second for the negative, right? Is which one is obtuse, and 3x plus 4y plus 5 divided by 5 is equal to 5x plus 12y plus 6 divided by 13. Here plus minus. Plus sign, if you are taking plus sign, corresponding you will get a line, you know. And talking about bisector or obtuse or acute, right? Right. So how will decide? So first, sign up. A1, A2, A1 means 3, A2 means 5, and plus here 4, B1 and B2, 12. Clearly positive, right? So positive sign will give us obtuse angle by sector, right? So how we'll find out? So just use positive sign and cross multiplication. You will get your, you know, what, obtuse angle by sector. Obtuse angle by sector means it is a line, it is the line bisecting the angle. Which angle? Obtuse angle, right? And what is the equation of acute bisector? So minus sign. By using the minus sign, we will get what? So this one for obtuse angle bisector, and this one is for acute angle bisector. Just you will do cross multiply and get your corresponding answer. Obtuse and this one for acute. A question also asks, you know, origin equation of a line containing origin is 0, 0, right? So that's the example. 3x plus 4y plus 5, and this one is first equation, and this one is 5x plus 12y plus 6 is equal to 0, right? So question is, you find out the equation which contain origin. So in case of containing origin, keep in your mind, first make constant terms of these two lines positive, right? Unfortunate here, C1 and C2 given positive, right? So origin containing means obtuse angle bisector. 3x plus 4y plus 5 divided by what? 5 is equal to plus minus 5x plus 12y plus 6 divided by 30. So if anybody asks about what is the equation of angle containing, you know, so here positive sign will give us origin containing, right? Positive sign will give us origin containing, and in case of non-containing use minus sign, right? 3, we are talking about type 1 acute and obtuse, type 2 origin containing, not containing, and type 3. In this type we have a point, say x1 and y1, right? A particular point. Now question is, what is the equation of bisector, containing this point? So suppose L1 A1 x plus B1 y plus C1 equal to 0, and L2 is equal to A2 x plus B2 y plus C2 equal to 0. These are the two lines, right? So question is, equation of angle bisector containing a specific point or particular point which is given, right? So first put the point in these lines, right, and check out the sign of lines. It may be positive or may be negative. If you put this point in this line, it may be positive or may be negative, right? If same sign, right? If both lines give us same signs, means positive sign will give us containing the, angle bisector containing the point A. If opposite sign, right, this one is positive and this one is negative, means negative sign give us angle bisector containing a particular point x1 y1. Let's see an example. Suppose 3x plus 4y plus 5 is equal to 0, and 3 5x plus 12y plus 6 equal to 0. These are the two lines, nature-wise intersecting lines. Right. Question is, find the angle bisector containing a point 1 comma 1. Right. So first put the point in the line. Right. Clearly 3 plus 4 plus 5 positive, and this one is, if put a particular point which is A, coordinates A1 1, right? Put in the line 5 plus 12 plus 6. Clearly 11 plus 12 is equal to 13. Positive means positive sign will give us angle bisector containing a point A, and we can find out easily, right? This one is 5, this one is plus, and 5x plus 12y plus 6 divided by 13. So this is our line containing, you know, a particular point A and angle bisector. Thanks for watching.